Hey there, my friend. How are you today? This is Neo Rayos, and this is your Nuggets Neo for today. We are now at day 4 of the Rise Up Champions Challenge. Day 1, as you can see, medyo maulan ngayon. Day 1, we talked about, diba? We talked about the reality check. That's day 1. The 5 areas in your life that you wanted to master: reality check, the pit, and the pit state, and the peak target. What's your number? We've defined the number. Day 2, we talked about you locking in that number for your physical, emotional, relational, time mastery, and financial targets. Locking that number to your subconscious, following the core 4, or the daily game of power. Day 3, we talked about focusing on the why, your why statements. Why do you want this to happen? Why do you want to have mastery in your emotional state? Why do you need to have mastery in your financial state? Why do you need mastery in your physical state, and so on? So hopefully by now you have your why statements. And remember, yesterday we also talked about you having a dream board, and side by side with that is your why statement. So have you done that already? Tapos mo na ba? If not, I invite you, pause this video, tapusin mo muna, because you need that going to the next steps of the challenge. Alright, go. Pause the video, come back when you're done with your dream board, with your why statements. Alright, now we're back. I'm assuming you've done already. You have your dream board. You're clear on what you wanted to achieve financially, especially, and then you're clear on your why statements. And then hopefully you also have your dream board side by side with your why statements and the what. This is your what, your target, your peak target, your dream board, your why statements. Now day 4, we are going to talk about our desired outcome is to have the reality locked in our mind, on the reality of the consequences if we fail on this mission. Of course, start your day with the daily core 4: being, body, balance, and business. So the outcome is what will happen. You have to contemplate now on what will happen if you screw this up. You see, may mga sablay ako sa buhay. I screwed things up in the past. Now I have in me those weaknesses, my behavior, na nagko-cause ng pagsablay ko sa ibang mga bagay na ginagawa ko in different projects that I'm doing. Now it's important for us to have a clear understanding. We're not claiming that we're going to fail. It's just that what we wanted is to have a clear understanding on why we failed in the past. What are these weaknesses? Why did it happen? So that eventually we know how to deal with this. What are these weaknesses that might jeopardize our mission? Kailangan tinitingnan natin lahat ng angulo. Today, we're going to focus on this one thing, the top 10 things. Make an inventory of your weaknesses in the past. I made an inventory of my weaknesses in the past and bakit ako sumablay. Ano yung mga hindi ko nagawa. And then from there, inisa-isa ko. What happened? Why? What happened? Why? And then, side by side with that, what will I do differently now para hindi naman siya maulit? And why will I go via this route? It's important to have an inventory of this, para at least before we go into the actual mission, every time a team would go on a mission, what they'll do, they look at all possible angles. Lahat ng angulo titignan nila. Dito tayo papasok. Anong consequence pag dito tayo pumasok? What will happen? What will be the risk? This is all about managing the risk. Yes, there are risks, but how are you going to manage them? Kailangan lahat ng angles tingin natin, nakikita natin. Alright? So, that's my invitation to you now. Focus on all possible angles on why you might screw things up. What are your weaknesses? Isa-isahin mo. Isulat mo lahat. Write it on your journal. It's important na sinulat mo yung why and what are you going to do differently. It's important that you put yourself in that state na ito yung magiging consequence pag nag-fail ako dito. Remember, you're doing this for your why statements. That's why I told you before sa start itong video that you need your what and your why statements. Dapat klaro yun. Para you know what will be the consequence and go into that deep emotional state. If you screw things up, this happens, ano yung mararamdaman mo? And we'll dwell on that in the days to come. Alright? Hope this helped you in a way. This has been your Nuggets Neo for today. My name is Neo Rayos and this is day 4 of the Rise Up Champions Challenge. If you found value in this video, I invite you, share mo sa ibang tao so that together we can make a positive difference in the world. Alright! Like I always say, stay awesome because you are an awesome champion, child of God. So you have to rise up. Champion! See you later. Bye-bye!